Hello, good morning, and welcome to Friday. Excellent. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I'm Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You're on Coffee Break, my virtual newsletter, which really is only about 10-15 minutes long. The rest is just chit-chat, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of a catch-up. Oh, I was going to use a different cup this morning. Excuse me. I've got one... I was going to use the one that said, I need another stamp set, like I need another coffee cup, like I need another stamp set. It's a Tamara original quote. I have a coffee cup that says that, thanks to my friend Candace. Good morning. Give me a hidey ho. Let me know who is watching this morning, who's hanging out. You got anything to drink? I got some cold-ish coffee. If I chug it fast enough, it might stay a little bit lukewarm. I poured it half an hour ago, so I'm not sure why I did that. But anyway, it's tastier than water. Gotta say. Do you know, this is about almost the end of 6 weeks where I've had 4 liters of water every single day since January 28th. 4 liters. Yesterday, I didn't think I was going to make it. I really didn't think I was going to make it. Now I know today is not the day that I will not drink my 4 liters. So yeah, I might have gotten up twice in the night to pee. But anyway, I was down a pound this morning. Woohoo! I know. Thank you, Gerald. Relax, buddy. Hello, my friends. Melissa and Sherry and Kathy and Joy and Tracy. Good morning. Look at me. You should have seen me. Well, Tracy saw me. I sent her a picture going, what's going on? Yeah, it was not pretty. My eyes were all puffy. I used some magic depuffy things that the family gave me for Christmas. And makeup. Thank God for makeup is all I can say. Hey, Stacy from Oklahoma, how are you? Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. You're in Oklahoma. I don't know what time it is. I don't even know what time it is here, let alone in Oklahoma. Cheer. I'm chugging this while it's still somewhat tepid. Is anybody else ready? Good morning, Bernice. How's the weather over there in Kelowna? Golfing yet? Did you get snow in Kelowna, Bernice? I don't know if Kelowna did. Hello, Cindy. Long time no see. Welcome. Hello. Yeah. Anybody else ready to just draw a line under this week? Not going to lie, and I'm not going to get emotional because it's not going to happen. This was probably one of the hardest weeks of my life. I'm not going to lie. I'm not getting emotional because I've been there, done that. I got nothing left. And I did my makeup. And I even have mascara on, my 7 eyelashes. Here's a fun Tamara tip. Not a tip. Here's a fun fact about Tamara. When I get stressed, I'm like a bird. And I pull out my eyelashes. Yeah, it's a nasty, it's a tick. What will we call it? Whatever it is, it's not right. But I haven't had mascara on for the longest time, like for probably weeks, because I'm running out of eyelashes. Like it's been very stressful. But today I'm like, no. Today I think I have enough that I can put some eyelashes on, and it's crazy, right? No, Kathy, I've not worn mascara in probably 2 or 3 weeks. And anybody else find right now the weather? Like I did a mask, like we did facials. I did a nose strip and the masks the other day with Alicia. So deep hydrating. I've been putting on the night cream, and I tell you, I'm flaking like a bad pie crust. I don't know. Like literally, even this happens once a year or so. I get a patch on my eyelid here that gets all flaky, and my eyelashes are flaky in the corners of my eyes. Like my whole face. I think it's the time of year. My lips are burning. Like I just think it's weird. And we have a humidifier in the house too. So I don't know, it's a whole lot of crazy. But anyway. Yeah, I will call it a habit, Cindy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I literally pull out my own eyelashes. Yeah. You never thought I was normal, did you? Like, what is normal? I don't know. Anyway, I'm down 12 pounds. I'm leaning hard into that today. I'm down 12 pounds. So yeah, excuse me. It was a hard week. So we got Dad moved yesterday, sort of. There's still a lot. It's still extremely over. Salmon flaky, the joy of cold weather. Okay. We'll call it salmon flaky. All right then. Good morning, Leanna. Hi, Ida. And Pat. And I said, okay, sorry if I missed your name. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we moved Dad yesterday. So he's at a place called Miller Crossing. It's just off Manning and 50th. It's right next to that, they call it health center. I call it a mini hospital. And the police station tucked in. There's a bunch of condos. You can see it right off Manning. So it only takes me 12, 14 minutes to get there. Thanks, Cindy. And it's nice. So yesterday, the lack of communication from the hospital. I don't want to dog on the hospital or the nurses because I know they're understaffed and overworked. But like the last mom heard was, we'll call you when Al is being transported to the home. And so mom was sitting around waiting for the phone call because then like she would then meet him like at the home. And then she got a call from the home at about 12 o'clock saying, hi, yeah, Al's been here since about 9. The heck. So anyway, we went over there, and as expected, he was extremely confused. Like he did the stress. If you're familiar with dementia, you know that stress will trigger it, and you'll be more and more confused, right? So I knew, like, I'm like, Mom, you have to brace yourself for the next couple of weeks. It's gonna be worse than normal. Um, no, I mean, he still knew who we were, but he didn't know that he had fallen the day he fell at the hospital. He tried to get up by himself, and he forgets that he can't, and so he fell and whacked his head. So they sent him for a scan to make sure that. Excuse me. But anyway, so he's in the new place, and of course it's sparse. It's a bed. Pardon me. He doesn't know where he is or why or what. Like even though we've explained it to him, he forgets, right? So anyway, I was there at the same time. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for sharing. Um, Mom and I got there at the same time, and yeah, it was a bit like there's so much to do over the next couple of days. Like it's gonna take a while to settle into a bit of a routine. But I tell you, we're so happy with this home. They've got the checks and balances in place, but when mom got there with some of his personal effects, they have to, I know you do, Cindy, I know you do. The home has to label his clothes. We can't. So we get to pay them to do it. It beats me. Anyway, so she's got the clothes there, but we can't put them away until they're labeled. Well, we missed the laundry people. And so he has no clothes to wear. He's still wearing the hospital gown, for heaven's sakes, like the poor man. So they didn't take him to the dining room for breakfast, lunch, or dinner because he's got no clothes. He's wearing a gown, right? So when he gets some clothes, so today the clothes will be labeled, and so he'll have clothes today or tomorrow. If he doesn't have clothes for later today, mom asked, and they said yes, they would dress him and put him in a wheelchair and take him to the dining room because he doesn't have a TV. Like he has nothing. He's got a nice roommate. Now the roommate is fun. His name is Oscar, and he's an ex-fire. He's a captain. He was a captain, fireman, and he looks like a lot of fun. And he gets out and he does all the stuff and things. So and I told the rotational aide, so Heather, she's lovely. Excuse me. I said, get dad out. Like, I'm sure he will, but he hasn't been socializing for the better part of like 5-6 years, right? COVID. And then he was going to the hospital day program and day plan. And honestly, although he balked at going a lot of times because it was a lot of work for him, right? It was exhausting, but it would stimulate him. Hi, Wanda. It stimulated his mind, and he would talk about it, and they would do sing-alongs and crafts, and so it really brought him to life. So I said, please get him. And these people, I don't know when I'm going to visit because the social calendar is ridiculous. Like there's bingo, there's a pub night. They'll be watching hockey. Like there's like hockey parties, Oilers parties, and I saw one group of people. I don't know if she was a resident. She might have been somebody visiting her parents, but they were playing crib. My dad loves crib. Don't know if he can still play crib, but it'll just be so good for him to have people and routine. And like I said, do you bring in kindergartners? She's like, yes, they come all the time, and they bring in animals, and they bring in the zoo. Like, I'm like, okay, seriously, I'm going to be there every day because I need this social life, and I'm going to be volunteering there. You'll be sick of the sight of me. So, yeah, right, Wanda? I know. I tried to volunteer at the Citadel in St. Albert before, and I'm like, there was no time. There were like 3 people showed up for my putting their photos and albums because they were off to Walmart, they were off to the dance lessons, they were doing all the things. There was no time. It was crazy. So, good morning, Heather. So, I'm thrilled that he's there. It's still stressful. Um, Absolutely, Leanna. Yeah, you know me, I'm a talker. And so I've cornered anybody who'll listen. I'm like, here's the deal. And they're on board with, like, at one point, it kind of broke your heart because he's like, well, where am I? And we kept saying, you're at Miller Crossing, age care. And he had a piece of paper that said that, like age care. And he's like, age care. And at one point he went, is this a home? And it was really quite heartbreaking. And so we didn't lie. We said, well, yes, it is. Some people are here like forever, but right now we're just trying to get you stronger. And we're working on your legs and your breathing and your chest, getting that all healthy, and that's going to be a long road. So this is going to be your temporary home for a while. And but yeah, just when there was that fear, and I'm like, Dad, don't you worry, I'm going to come. Like, he's just down the road, he's 12 minutes down the road, and so I might be visiting him every day, every other day. Everything else has to take a back seat now. Yeah, it's been a really rough week. So mom, like, we have to take some furniture there, but not too much, right? Because we're expecting to be moving to St. Albert, but who knows when that'll open up, right? Everybody wants St. Albert because that's where mom lives. So there's the Citadel, and there's the Uville home. So he could be there for 6 months. He could be there for 2 years. Like, you never know. So it'll be a balance on what we bring. So we need to take a TV and a unit for it to stand on, and a few personal effects. We got one of those picture frames that show photos. Like, they got that for Christmas from my girl, from Alicia. So at least he'll have some photos, and we'll take his big clock that says the day and the time. Because again, he must ask 17 times where he was, and what hospital he had been in. Well, he's been in the Sturgeon for like 6-7 weeks, and he doesn't remember it. And I said, well, you fell yesterday. Did I? Like, so he's really muddled. He's stressed. He's confused, but that's fine. My mom is there right now. Yeah, it's hard though, Leanna. She won't, like, she doesn't sleep because she worries about him. She imagines him just sitting there staring at the wall because he doesn't have a TV and he can't go for dinner. So that just breaks her heart. I'm like, Mom, like, he could be napping. He could be happy as a pig and poop talking to Oscar. You don't know, right? But that's what you see. And so she's adjusting because she's never lived alone. And now it's real, right? And yeah, it's just hard. And then, so the other thing, so tonight, I'll just say it like it's a business. Tonight, at 4, we're going to put Coda down. And so yesterday was a rough one. We told the girls I wasn't going to tell them until today, but Rebecca might not get home until 3:30, and I didn't want to tell her with the appointment's at 4 o'clock. And I'm not going to read your comments because I don't want to cry. Like, I thank God for makeup is all I can say. So it's been, like I say, one of the hardest weeks of my life. But I have lots of distractions today. I might go see Dad. We'll see. I've got lots of work to do. It's the end of the month, so I send out the stats to my team, and I send out PDFs to anybody who spent money with me. So thanks, Wanda. Love you too. Thanks, guys. I'm not going to cry. It's for the best. And actually, this morning, like, see, the girls they weren't convinced that this was time. And but Craig and I have been seeing the signs more and more this week with his patterns, his eyes. His eyes. I will give him a bit. I'll tell him, Wanda, I'm like your boyfriend. I know. His eyes have not been well. They look tired, and they're goopy, and they're just not okay. His back legs haven't worked for a while. He has trouble getting up. He hasn't been eating as much. In the evenings he does, but in the mornings I don't push it. It's like, he's not well, and I don't want to get to the point where it's an emergency and, like, all of a sudden the kids are at school and he's throwing up blood. Like, we don't want that for him. He's got a massive tumor on his neck, which is harder and bigger. And so this morning, actually, I gave him a cookie and he had to stop eating it because he was like, I don't know if it was stuck in his throat, but he couldn't breathe very well. And I went, can you imagine not being able to breathe? So yeah, like, it's time, and I'm at peace with that. And we also need, like, he might make it another 2 or 3 weeks if we didn't, but we don't want that suffering. And I also want us to heal, like, do it on a Friday. We got the weekend to heal. The girls, they have a couple tests next week, but nothing crazy. Didn't want it to be right in the middle of their midterms or their exams and that sort of thing. So it's like a C-section. It's like, there's never a good time. We're going to do it tonight. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow. Like, it's brutal. So yes, the hardest week of my life. On Tuesday was the day we went in to sign all the papers, to have my dad put in a home, and I called the vet to schedule the appointment. And the next day Craig had to go for a bladder scan, like a camera up the wazoo, the boy Yaya, for a camera to check out his bladder because they wanted to rule out bladder cancer. It's been a week. It's like, okay, I don't mean to stack the wah, but that's just what I've been dealing with this week. So for anybody if I haven't responded to a message, or if I didn't mail something up as promptly as I normally do, that's why. It's been brutal, Wanda, but it's all part of the journey. And yeah, it's because of my girlfriends. and the support system I have. Like, let me tell you, this weekend, the family is close, right? Like we all cried last night. We all cried, and we will again tonight. And I bought a couple more family games, so we're gonna play some games. We're gonna go out. We're gonna do some stuff. Like, yeah, of course it's sad, but it's all part of the journey. And with animals, it's the price we pay. The heartache is the price we pay for the love that they've given us for 12 years. I cannot believe I'm not crying. Geez, wow. Yeah, it's been a rough week, but it's okay. It's been good. I mean, can we swing back to I am down 12 pounds? Thank you very much. I'm leaning into that. I'm leaning into that I'm not emotionally eating for once in my life. So, oh, Debbie, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you guys cry, but I won't because I've got mascara on. I'm not doing it. I actually had a lot of fun. I came down, was it Monday or Tuesday? Probably Tuesday night because I had a lot of videos to watch. There were a lot of things that I need to catch up on because, again, there's a lot of things that have kind of not imploded, but a lot of information from Stampin' Up that has come down this week. And so I was watching webinars and videos. I was supposed to have my diabetic course yesterday. Well, that was canceled because I had to go see Dad at the home. And I canceled my physio. I canceled my chiropractor. I've been like to the hospitals or to mom's or the new home every day this week. So it's been very, very time consuming. But I did come down on Tuesday night. I cleared my desk and every time I craft, it ends up in a pile, right? Like my mystery card Monday. Pat, I love you, girl. I think maybe it's longer hair, but I'll take it. I was very puffy. I was very inflamed. Anyway, so I had a good session of crafting, and that just did my heart good. I got some of the stuff finished I wanted to do. I mailed out some things I needed to be mailed. Yeah, thanks, you guys. Thank you. Honestly, it's from the support of my friends and my family. And even if it's just to say, hey, touch, like I've had about 4 messages this morning going, hey, hugs on a hard day. It gives me strength. It gives me strength when I know that you guys have all gone through this, either with your parents or your dog, right? I don't know, it lifts me up. And people say I'm strong. Well, I guess. I'm not afraid to cry. I cried, like Alicia was pushing it down last night. I said, will you just cry? Like, don't push it down. You have to get it out. And so she will. She's going out tonight with the girls. And I'm sorry. She's like, I hope I'm not like a crying, sad drunk. And I'm like, well, just don't think about it. Like, just don't. You can push it down tonight. And then tomorrow we will open that box and we will just bawl our eyes out. And it'll be fine. You got to get it out. So I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of crying. It's very therapeutic, right? So, but it's the support of my friends that helps me be strong. Because what's the alternative? You can't, I'm not going to sit in the corner. I still have a family to run. I still have bills to pay. I still have, dental appointments to go to. You still have to live. And so what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? You just have a good cry and get on with it, right? Anyway, okay, so enough. Okay, I'm tired. I'm kind of tired of the topic, and I'm tired of bringing people down. So let's get into. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Okay, let's have some tepid coffee, shall we? Okay. Let's talk about a few things. So the first and foremost, I know Tracy's online. Operators are standing by. You guys, I have not swinging around. I've been a little distracted lately. I have not been going hard on the extravaganza stuff. Oh, I moved my camera forward. Look at what I had. Hey, I gotta show you this. Stampin' Up! Products are, what's happening here? That's me. Okay, here. So Stampin' Up! Products are more than for just crafting. You see what I did here? Look at this. This is ribbon. I'm like, I will MacGyver so that this has more support so it doesn't keep sinking down. So my camera is much more forward. So if you were in on Monday, I was crafting way at the back of my desk. It sunk about an inch overnight. And now, but I've got it, and I might get some bungee cords to keep it up higher. But anyway, I figured out how that I can have things working a little bit better for me. So anyway, still a little close, but I can raise that up. It's all good. Tracy, all right. That's right, Sheila. Absolutely. All right. So here we go. The spring extravaganza. Tracy just posted the link. Teresa, if it's in the budget, girl, get in on this before Sunday if you can. So for my local people or my slightly long distance, or you know what, you want to fly in, you fly on in. We will be happy to have you at our spring extravaganza. It's in Morinville. There are hotels along the way. We can hook you up with the hotels. It's a fun day. It's a fun day. It's $100 is the minimum. You can also add on some upgrades, a $25 upgrade, and there's also a $68 upgrade. If you get all the upgrades, it's $193. And the way we have to work it this round, just because of the timing of everything, with we don't want it to be at the end of the current catalog. That's bogus. You've all got everything. So we're going with in color stuff. So the in colors, we will know what new in colors are coming for the May catalog that's landing. Yes, this is May 18th. The May catalog or the new catalog goes live May 1st, she said confidently. So we're going to order stuff like day one. I'll be in Mexico. May 4th or whatever. Tracy will be doing all of the ordering while I'm in Mexico because this goes to April 30th. So the new ones goes May 1st. We're going to order all the stuff. So with the $100 registration, you get a package of the colored cardstock, like the assorted pack, a package of the in-colored DSP, designer paper, a pack of the in-color embellishments, a fifth of the roll of the ribbon, some other product. We don't know what, sometimes they have embellishments or we don't know what they are, but there's usually another in-color something. The die cuts, et cetera, to make each of three cards. They'll be full-size cards. And a to-be-determined gift or a 3D package or a tag or something like that. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Nikki. It's always a fun day. We have a table with, it's like potluck. You bring some snacks. There's tables at the back where you can have your lunch if the room is big enough. We might have to change the room if we don't get enough registrations. But we see the PDF on March 18th. So we'll have info before the demo pre-order starts on April 2nd. Okay, because we get the PDF from On Stage that's happening in Houston. That I don't even know when that is. I was thinking it was this week, next week. I don't even know when that is. I don't even know. It's, oh my God, it's March. You guys, more coffee, tepid coffee. Anyway, so it's in color theme. Now, if you want to upgrade for $25, which is our cost, or which is no tax and shipping or something. I don't know. Tracy did all the math and numbers are not my forte this week. You're going to get the in color markers. And I think they're $25. So we're eating the tax and the shipping on that. You can upgrade option 2. You can add $68 and you're going to get the 5 pair of the in-color blends. Again, that's, I think, just the cost of 5 times $13.75. So that would be $193 if you got all the upgrades. But $100 is all you have to, it's all you need, and it's going to get you the basics, okay? There's no stamp sets included. So for those of you who did the to-go option before, if you're in Canada, you can have it to go. Is it this week, Tracy? Is it this? I don't even know. I don't know. I think it's this week. I don't know. Tracy says yes, but she has a question. I don't know. Shipping or tax on the, yes. No shipping or tax. She meant no, not now. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, there's been a to-go option in the past. Now you need to know this. If you're long distance in Canada, you can get a to-go box, but know that there are no stamp sets included. It is the in-color stuff. So if you want the projects to be exactly like ours, you're going to need the 3 stamp bundles that we're going to be using. Of course, we don't know what those are yet. You can purchase those yourself, or you can purchase them through us. But we don't know what those are yet. And you could just use your stash. There's not going to be I don't think there'll be a ton of stamping. We're going to be focusing on the designer paper and stuff. So you can use any sentiment from anything from your stash. You said you weren't good with numbers this week. I said this. Oh, Tracy. Okay, stop it. All right. Sometimes I'm good with numbers. Anyway. Now I'm moving on. Now I don't want to talk about this one anymore. Okay, so anyway, the deadline though for the early bird draw is Sunday. Sometime Sunday. Somewhere. Does it say in here? I don't know. Early bird? No. Yes, no. I don't know. I think Sunday, May 3rd, noon is supposed to be the deadline. Okay. Just because math, Tracy does all the math, and so we're given deadlines for that. So get in on that if you can. Early bird draw, we don't know what it is. It'll be dies or a bundle or something that's usually a bigger ticket item. So get in on that if you can. If you know you want to come, get on it. You're not registered until you fill in the registration form and send money to Tracy. Don't send it to me. Send it to Tracy because I forget. I'm like, did you pay me $193? I don't remember. Right? Yeah. So send it to Tracy. End of day. Draw on Monday. Okay, Tracy. Good thing she's here, right? This is why she's the brains of the operation and I do the die cutting. That's why. Yeah. All right, it's 10:24. Let's giddy up. So extravaganza. Let's mark this off. It's my show. I can ramble if I want to, right? Class. Okay, so that's that. Let's get on to quickly. I don't like to show my hands because in the shower this morning, my nail polish all peeled off. I obviously didn't cap them very well, so I can show you these 3 nails, these 4 nails maybe. Okay, anyway, my next class, March 22nd, the perennial postage bundle. You need this stamp set. You need this stamp set. Okay, look at the dies. I think you need the dies. Maybe you don't think you need your dies, but look at all these. Are you looking? Look at all these dies. They're fabulous. They're classic. You will keep them forever. So I'm having a class with this bundle. The bundle porch pickup is $85. Long distance, $95. Just the stamp set, because you need this. If you think you don't like the dies, fine. Don't get the dies. Get the stamp set, $55, $65 long distance. Or you can take just the class. That gets you all the info or all the pieces for these 3 cards and the live Zoom and the replay. Yes, Liana, you were like one of the first ones out of the gate ages ago. So these are the 3 cards we're making. I'm going to be cutting them this weekend because Tamara's going to need some distraction. I'm getting them in the mail. Okay, so these are the cards we're making. And that is on March 22nd. It's a Friday. We go at 6:30 and it's usually an hour and a half. Okay, then my next one, it's a technique class, and this one's much more affordable. $55 because it's just a stamp set and the class, $65 for long distance, or just the class for $40. That is Friday, April 26th. The blueberry bunches, you know I love this. You know why I love this, because I've told you 1,000 times. And these are the cards. These are techniques. So there are additional product needed. You're going to need white embossing powder, which we can't get until the fall. So if you don't have white embossing powder, you're going to have to go to the competition and get some. Okay. You're going to need the blends. You're going to need blueberry bushel blends. You're going to need blueberry bushel markers. This one is also Tahitian Tide, but you don't have to have that color. But these are blends as well. You're going to need the blueberry bushel ink. Yes. And it's a technique. This one will take a bit longer. This could be closer to I'd say about an hour, 45 minutes for that class. Now, so let me tell you, if you haven't already signed up for classes, I have a lot of demonstrators who like to take my classes, and they're $40 each. So a lot of people will say, okay, I'll take those 2 classes, and they send me $80. If you do that, if you take 2 of the classes with the cards only, I give you $55 worth of free product. Okay, so register for these 2, you get $55 in product. A lot of people, so what's happening is I'm transitioning my business a little bit in how I do things. When people signed up for all 4 of my classes that were this season, they got $100 in free spending. When you signed up for 3 of my classes, you got $85 in free spending. If you sign up for my 2 classes, you'll get $55 in free spending. Okay, so you're not going to get double. You've already signed up. I'm not giving you more. But for anybody who has not signed up for these 2, or Leanna, I can't remember if you just signed up for the 1, but if you sign up for the 2, I will give you $55 worth of free spending. Okay, and you pick whatever you want. So there's, I'll send out links again. My next newsletter will have the links from next week, but that's how I'm running my classes now. So if you're going to give me $80, hey, why not give me $80 and get $55 for the free stuff, right? Okay, so those are my classes that are coming up. What else have I got? Okay, there are new all-inclusive kits, the birthday one and the plants one. Now, the birthday one hasn't arrived yet, but my plants just arrived yesterday. So this is $34. And I didn't, oh, that's not supposed to be there. Hang on, I got it. Last week's. So this kit is $32, the birthday sparkle. And you get some stamp set with that. But anyway, I won't focus on that one because I got this one. This is the plant one, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. It's called Happy Houseplants Kit. So just came in last night. Look, we get 4 frames that are 6x6. Okay, and they can stand up or they can hang on your wall. Okay. Yeah, 6x6 frames. Okay, I could open them up. But anyway, they're good. They're kind of like your IKEA frames. And then inside you get these pieces that you are going to pop up and make into 3D. So the mats. Look at the mats. So these are the mats. And then there's these, and then you pop up the plants. It's so fun. Now, and you can switch this out. So if you get sick of looking at your plants on your wall, wouldn't this be a lovely little foursome of like Christmas scenes and that? You can totally switch it out. Like you can do stamping, you could do punch art, you could do all kinds of things. So I think this is amazing. And if I had my head about me lately, I would be doing a product like let's get together and make a kit at Panda Express or at the library or somewhere. I think this is going to be so fun. I'm going to throw it out to my volunteering place, and it'll just be a lot of fun. So there's that kit, $34 plus tax and shipping. Happy house plants. And okay, so moving along because I know it's already 10:30. The February paper pumpkin was the sweet springtime. It was like bunnies and things like that, and I don't have it to hand, but the refills are still available. They're $15 each plus tax and shipping, so that's $17.50. I will be ordering probably next week, so if you want one still, Easter's at the end of the month, let me know. The March paper pumpkin kit is it's called Meandering Meadows Kit, and it coordinates with our Meandering Meadows online exclusive stuff, which coordinates with this. So it's going to be awesome. And there's also a free stamp set inside. That's all I know about that. There are 9 projects, 3 standard card. No, wait. 3 each of 3 designs. So these are $34 plus tax, paper pumpkin subscription. And okay. And of course there are the add-on dies that you can get. They're $16.50. This works with there's something in here that's going to work with this. So maybe the label, but these are $16.50 for the add-on dies. Okay. Moving swiftly along. We're almost done here actually. Excuse me. Retiring in colors. So don't forget that they're going to start selling out, and that'll be the end of that. Yes, you could use mini cards. Absolutely, Pat. You could use the memory and more cards can pop into those frames. Like there's so much you could do with that. Excellent, Leanna. I'd love to have you. Great. And like I say, you get $55 worth of free spending. So it's a win-win for everyone. The Retiring in Colors, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, Tahitian Tide, Sweet Sorbet, and Parakeet Party. They're retiring. And come April 1st, when the retiring list goes live, they will start selling out, and then they're done. They're gone. So order now. Get them now. Avoid the stress of running out of stuff. So take stock of what you need and buy more. New online exclusive items are coming March 5th, so Wednesday. And I've shown you a bunch of the stuff. I've actually started labeling my stuff differently so I can easily see at a glance what's watercolor jungle pals. What is some of our online exclusive stuff? So these ones are the ones I have to hand that I just grabbed quickly. So Happy Little Things. So it's 2-step stamping that you can. I think the one fits in the other. I'll have to double check. But yeah, you could do this like in a dark color and this in light. You could stamp them on because it's photopolymer. You can see easily, and there are matching little itty bitty dies. Come on, I should sit and just cut a whole bunch of those to have them on hand. The Latte Love and the matching paper, which is here close to hand. I don't know. Here it is. I have an open pack. I just had to grab it. Here's the Latte Love, right? It's all the different coffee stuff. So that's fun. And matching dies. The Sweetly Scripted. I love this. I have to use this soon. This one. And the Filled with Love. I want to play with this one. Maybe I'll do that today. Like, I don't know. I need distractions, right? So I love this. There's a little wagon and there's coloring involved. And I love it. I love the font. Anyway, so those are all coming out on the 5th of March. Okay, that's all I have for news. Other than, actually, I'll just touch on it. I don't have a lot of information. So Stampin' Up! And Close to My Heart have come out with announcements. Close to My Heart, if you haven't heard, are closing their doors. And it's a huge crushing blow to the crafting industry. Like Close to My Heart, yes, there are competitors, but they were also our friends. They filled more of the scrapbooking niche that Stampin' Up! Doesn't have. Word from our CEO, Sarah, is that we are going to be taking over some of their lines from the scrapbooking section. So that's so exciting for us because so many Stampin' Up! Fans have been begging for more scrapbooking stuff. So we're gonna fill that little niche. And I do believe that there's going to be a great opportunity for the close to my heart makers to join the Stampin' Up! Family. I just actually read something that one of the makers had posted that the two are actually merging. So I don't know if they're just going to be able to come over to Stampin' Up. I don't know. I don't want to spread rumors, but it was from one of the makers that's what they were told. So I'm not sure, but things are happening. And if you are a close to my heart maker, or if you're friends with somebody and that was their business, my heart goes out to you. You know, I know people have been doing it for, like, I've been doing this for 18 years. If all of a sudden I woke up and I found out, oh, yeah, we're closing our doors in a few months, I'd be devastated. So, hugs to anybody whose life just changed on a dime, really. And yeah, it's such a hard thing, like the change. And anyway, so but changes are coming to our product line, and hopefully we'll have some more friends in our circle and our family who will just they'll be experts on the close to my heart line. So that's very exciting. But I just thought I'd put that out there because rumors might be flying. And yeah, if anybody wants to talk to me, if you're close to my heart maker and or you know anybody who wants to talk to me, absolutely. I'm here. This is not the time to come over and join Stampin' Up. You need to let the dust settle. You need to wrap your head around what that means for your business. But I'm happy to talk to anybody about how Stampin' Up runs, how their compensation works, all of that stuff, just to help you wrap your head around where you might end up landing down the line. This is not the time to make major life decisions. You've already had one made for you. So that's coming down. All right, so I'm just going to quickly go through what's not orderable and what's in low inventory, and then we'll wrap it up for my really cold coffee break. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cindy, I'll get that. That's good. You know what, Cindy? Thank you. I'll get that today. I'll get that for you right now. And Cindy, if you didn't get everything on the pre-order for the online exclusives, you might want to wait until May 5th to place your order in case there's some of that stuff you want, because you can order it May 5th then, right? So I'll just do host code for club. Thank you for the reminder. I'll get on that today. Yay, something else to do. That's great. Okay, so giddy up. Not orderable right now, the embossing powders. So again, those aren't going to be back until the fall for us to order. Okay, we've switched suppliers and we won't have the new stuff in until the fall. So if you need it, you're gonna have to get it elsewhere. Okay. The adhesive back hearts and flowers, due back week of March 11th. Purple fine shimmer gems, March 11th. Adhesive back cork, March 11th. Tuxedo black memento refill, March 18th. Wink of Stella, to be determined. Basic gray refill, March 18. Pretty peacock pad, to be determined. Pretty Peacock refill, to be determined. Misty Moonlight refill, March 18th. Sweet Sorbet refill, March 18th. Gold foil sheets, March 11th. Gorgeous Grape cardstock, March 11th. Pretty Peacock cardstock, to be determined. So there's something in the ink with Pretty Peacock, because all of the stuff is to be determined, and they make that in the US. So there must be a component in the ink color that they can't get for the Pretty Peacock, because why would it be to be determined? I don't understand. Anyway, 2023 New Core Color cardstock, to be determined. Regal's 12 by 12 cardstock, to be determined. Bubble Bath cardstock, to be determined. Lemon Lolly cardstock, to be determined. Sweet Thoughts, Memory, and More cards and envelopes, March 11th. So that was obviously very popular in the second Celebrations release because it depleted their stock. I don't understand these two. These are Celebrations papers that are out of stock, but it says to be determined. So I wonder if there was another batch in transit that didn't arrive in time for Celebrations. So maybe they'll have some. I don't know. But it says softly stippled designer paper, to be determined. Flight and Airy, to be determined. Pat said I got a heart to home, so I'll eat healthy while alone. You might suggest that. Oh, yeah, that's Pat. Actually, she doesn't like to do any of the cooking, so Yeah, but thank you. I will mention that for sure. Okay, so the softly stippled designer paper and the flight and airy designer paper. It says to be determined. I don't know if that'll come back or not. Simply Zinnia set. Now that's something from the online exclusive, and that's not due back until March 11th, and they go live March 5th. So keep that in mind. There's another item called Drizzling Droplets cling stamp set. That says due back February 26th. Well, it's March, so I don't really get that one. Hopefully it'll come back this weekend. Basic Black 6x8 album, March 11th. The large cut and emboss machine, March 11th. So you guys, that was very popular. They sold out because it hit the price point where people could add it to their starter kit. And so they sold out of their cut and emboss machines because people went, okay, I can get this in my starter kit. And they did. Stamp and seal refills. Oh gosh. So those are out only for a couple weeks, due back March 18th. Adoring Hearts Hybrid folder and stamp, April 8th. Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, April 22nd. Scoring Blades, March 11th. Excuse me. Low inventory. 2022-2024 in color pearls. Oh, are those the ones that are retiring? I think so. Baker's Twine 3 color pack. That's in the mini. That's low inventory. Adhesive back shiny sequins. That's one of the online exclusives, and I used them and showed them the other day. They're beautiful. So those are low inventory. Stays on refill. Memento pad. Berry burst refill. Old olive pad. Early espresso pad. Shaded spruce refill. Highland heather refill. Gray granite refill. Uninked whisper white pad and refill. Starry sky refill. Pebbled path pad. Wild wheat refill. Pecan pie refill. Brights pad bundle. Regal's refill bundle. Lost Lagoon refills. 2023-2025 in color pads. Pumpkin pie cardstock. Winter Meadows designer paper. Brushed gold cards and envelopes. Forever Love designer paper. Gold foiled flowers cards envelopes. Botanical set. That was another one that was popular during the second celebration release. So that's now low inventory. Places in the Heart set. Cutting blades. Merriest Trees dies. Sparkling Snowflakes tag topper punch. Modern oval punch. Deckled circles dies. Enduring beauty dies. That's it. That's all. We've gone through the paper pumpkin. I have, what is this? Oh, there's my I ordered from Vistaprint yesterday, so there's that. Here's my invoice. That's it for low inventory and out of stock. So good morning, Eddie. So that's it, you guys. Sorry, I went a little over time, but it was good to just chat. And it's been hard, actually, just to swing around. By not telling the girls about Coda. And I messaged a few of my girlfriends this week saying that was coming down the line. But it's good for me to talk. It's been weighing on me, but I don't want to be that Debbie Downer going, okay, guess what today's news is. So thank you. Thank you for your shoulders. Thank you for your support. Brutal week. Quite happy for it to be over. Not going to lie. It's all good. It's all good. A little sad. Other than that, it's good. Used to be a Meal on Wheels, St. Albert, a few years ago. Oh yeah, she's checking that too. Yeah, I know. She's got lots of food, and yeah, the neighbor brings her food all the time. She's good for that. She just needs to eat it, right? Like she'll go home and have a snack, and then she's not hungry. So, when you're 82 years old, I guess you don't have much of an appetite. But anyway, thank you guys. It's 11:15. I got to get out of here. Have a fabulous weekend. I will be here Monday for Mystery Card Monday at 7 o'clock. We'll do something fun, okay? And I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And I will see you Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.